13th McLean County Girls Tournament, as we are live here from Centennial Gym here at El Paso Gridley High School for the first round of the girls tournament, where we have for you the El Paso Gridley Lady Titans on Ben Webster Sports for the first time this season, and they will be taking on the Leroy Lady Panthers here this afternoon. On a day where it is very cold outside, we are very glad to be inside, as my name is Ben Webster and I am so glad to be bringing you all this video coverage of this game here tonight. And this is set up to be hopefully a good matchup between these two teams who did meet up earlier this season, in which these Leroy Panthers, coached by Chris Hauser, came out on top 60-36. That was one of the earlier games in the season, as Coach Sarah Webster has been saying in the build-up to this game that her team has improved quite a bit over the course of this season and will be hoping to give Chris Hauser's side a very good push today. EPG ranked as the 10th seed in the McLean County tournament, despite being ranked 8th in the conference standings with a 3-4 Heart of Illinois regular season conference record and an overall record of 7-9. Meanwhile, for the Leroy Panthers, they sit at 12-8 and 3-3. They sit at 7th in the standings, and they are the 7th seed in this McLean County tournament. The winner moves on to the quarterfinals to play against Tri-Valley at Eureka College. That one on Monday. And with that, this stage is set. We will take a short break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and tip-off in just a second. So back here with you here from Centennial Gym, as the starting 5 for the Titans had just been announced, as they will be going with the same starting 5 that they've been going with for quite a bit of a stretch of games now, as they'll start with Sophie Hinthorn, Lily Wetstein, a freshman who has really burst onto the scene this year, Abrielle Smith, Miley Earhart, and Michaela Harms. As meanwhile, for the Leroy Panthers, as they're all huddling up on the bottom right of your screen, as they will be starting out with number 2, Kendall Spratt, number 5, Annie Kahn, number 20, Natalie Loy, number 12, Adrienne Underhill, and number 24, Parker Mann. So the stage is set. 7th seed versus 10th seed here in the first round of the 113th McLean County tournament, as both of these teams looking to set up a date with Tri-Valley on Martin Luther King Day, which is on Monday. It is Abrielle Smith taking on Parker Mann for the tip, and it is won by the Titans and Michaela Harms, and they're looking to get off to a quick start. Sophie Hinthorn taking it to the rim, and she will be fouled. And an early foul going to be called here against Natalie Loy. And a good start for EPG as Sophie Hinthorn at the free throw line. And the first one is no good. Only 5 seconds into this game. And Hinthorn goes 1 for 2 at the line, giving the Titans a 1-0 lead. They're playing in their home school, but yet are on the visiting side of the scoreboard, as they're the lower seed, as Hinthorn steals that away. They're from Kendall Spratt. And here's Miley Earhart up top. Smith, Earhart, up top now to Hinthorn. Michaela Harms driving inside, gets it back out, and now a jump shot there by the freshman Lily Wetstein is no good, and we're going to get a foul called here against Michaela Harms, the senior here for EPG, who plays very physically and has already picked up her first foul. So now Leroy can finally get a good offensive possession. Spratt is going to get it here to Annie Kahn. And she's being double teamed at around half court, and she lost it, came off her leg, and it's another turnover here for the Panthers early on. As Hinthorn will get it into Wetstein, and now back to Hinthorn. Scorer of the only point so far here. Wetstein. Gonna try and drive it in herself. Lily Wetstein to the rim, no good. Rebound gonna go there to Natalie Loy, and a good skip downfield to Adrienne Underhill, who is fouled at the rim, and she has a chance to shoot free throws. That foul going against Sophie Hinthorn, her first, team second for EPG. As the first free throw for Underhill is no good. Remains 1-0, just getting started here from Centennial Gym. How about the second free throw for Underhill? Good. Underhill goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and it is 1-1. Just a minute into this one here is Sophie Hinthorn. She has speed about her as she gets it to Michaela Harms, and the jumper is good there by the senior. And the Titans pressing as they have been to start out this game. Leroy gets it to Loy, and driving inside and putting it up and in for 2 is Parker Mann to tie the game up at 3. Hinthorn looking for options, screen set by Smith, and we're gonna get a carry violation here against Sophie Hinthorn, and it'll be a turnover here for EPG as she was speeding to the rim. But now here come the Panthers the other way with Kahn, and it's knocked away. Lily Wetstein managed to keep it in bounds as Hinthorn now has it. Gets it to Wetstein. Back out to Hinthorn. He will dribble it around, picks up her dribble now. She has Underhill all over her, and the ball is loose, but Hinthorn picks it back up. Nice find to find Earhart, who takes it to the rack. And a lot of contact there, but no foul called. And now here's Annie Kahn bringing it back the other way here for Leroy. Jumper by Mann is no good. Rebound to Natalie Loy, that's no good. Kahn grabs the offensive miss. And this is going to go out of bounds, and it will remain with the home team on the scoreboard, the Leroy Panthers. And we'll stay with them for the time being. The inbound goes here, and the three-pointer is no good there, but from Kendall Spratt. But it ends up back to her at the three-point line. Here's Kahn with a 3, air ball. Easy rebound there from Miley Earhart, and now here comes Sophie Hinthorn, who finds Lily Wetstein. Earhart driving inside, just chucks it up with the left, almost got it to go. And we're going to have another over-the-back foul called here against Michaela Harms, which is her second already in this game. And let's see if Sarah Webster decides to go to her bench. As they get it back in, and it's stolen by Abrielle Smith. And it took a bounce off the rim, and it is wedged. Something you don't see very often in the game of basketball, but something we've seen fairly often here in our basketball coverage this season. And that problem is solved. And in that situation, it just counts as a jump ball as Kathleen Yeager checks in here for EPG in place of Michaela Harms. And so far, the press has been effective here for EPG, but Leroy breaks it this time as that pass is just a bit off there from Loy as she was trying to find Annie Kahn. And now we're going to get our first substitution here for Leroy. Lauren Stupfert checks in here for Parker Mann. Just 3 minutes into this one, 3-3 is the score. Earhart inside, putting it up with the right, gets it to go. Miley Earhart, the junior, with her first bucket of the game. And then Leroy struggling to get it in, but they eventually do. Natalie Loy, and that pass is just a little too high there for Adrienne Underhill. And we're gonna have a timeout called here by Chris Hauser, as it's been a rough start for his team. And we'll be right back here in just a few moments here on Ben Webster Sports. Back from the timeout, here is EPG Lady Titans are leading the Lady Panthers of Leroy by 5-3, and they get it right back in. Sophie Hinthorn advancing it quickly. Earhart driving inside. They're going to get it inside here to Lily Wetstein. Now Kathleen Yeager up top. Gets it to Abrielle Smith. Drive inside. Circus shot's no good. Earhart grabs the miss, and that's also no good. As we're going to have a jump ball as Smith got in to try and rip that ball away from Loy, doing an almost somersault in the process. And the possession arrow pointed the way of the Titans. It's Earhart trying to get it in, and she does, to Sophie Hinthorn. Now Smith, who loses it and somehow gets it back to Lily Wetstein, who can't finish at the rim. Brilliant play by Abrielle Smith, as this pass from Leroy yet again just sails out of bounds. That pass from Annie Kahn was well off, and she's going to be replaced here by Ella Menega. First time she's checking into the game here this afternoon. Inbounding from the sideline, and Lily Wetstein brings it up here for the Titans. And Miley Earhart inside is going to be fouled by Natalie Loy, and the Titans will have it on the baseline. That will be the second team foul of the quarter for Leroy, and the second against Natalie Loy, who is being called to the bench, and in her place will come in Molly Scheuer. Inbound goes to Kathleen Yeager, who finds Lily Wetstein. Another forced shot, and it's no good. Rebound going there to Kendall Spratt. And this is going to be stolen as Menega lost it. It's another turnover for the Panthers. Smith to Earhart driving inside. It's no good as she put it up with the left, but the shot will not count. Or rather, it will. A little bit of confusion on the floor, but the shot does count as Miley Earhart will be going to the free throw line to shoot two. That foul against Lauren Stufert, as Earhart hits the first one. Shooter's touch, they like to call it, as it bounced up and in there. 3-point Titans lead after that free throw. And it will stay that way as the second one is no good. And on the way back down, Lily Wetstein's going to be called for a shove. And the Panthers will have it on the baseline. And the Titans continuing to press, which has been very effective so far. They're going to get it forward here. And it's well worked here to Sadie Owens, who recently just checked in. Underhill in the corner. Stops. He's going to get it here to Menega. Skip pass to find Owens. Three-pointer on its way. No good. And Owens with some nice hustle to tip it. And it is won back by the Panthers. And the ball's on the ground again. And it's going to be yet another jump ball. And this time Leroy will get the possession of the basketball. Owens to inbound. And now she gets it off the handoff, and the three-pointer is good. Sadie Owens with a three-pointer there for Leroy to make it 6-6. Earhart gets it to Yeager at the other end. Abrielle Smith, pump fake. Wetstein Hinthorn three-pointer, no good. Rebound going to go here to Owens, who just made that three-pointer a moment ago. And she's double-teamed under her own basket. Ball's on the ground again. And a jump ball's going to be called again here. Had our fair share of those here in this first quarter. And the Titans will have it on the baseline again. As another sub coming in here for the Panthers as Underhill makes her way to the bench this time. Smith gets it to Wettstein. Abrielle Smith, three-pointer on its way, and it's just about no good. Took a couple bounces. Rebound will fall here to Emma Bagnell, who just checked in. Here she is. She's going to get it here to Manega. Owens skipped over here to Bagnell as she lost it, and it will be tipped by Lily Wettstein as it was going out of bounds. So the Panthers will keep possession, and Annie Kahn will come back into the game in place of Ella Manega. Right in the corner is where the inbound will take place, and Owens, catch and shoot three off the inbound, is off the mark. Brought in by Earhart, who will bring it up. Stop, pass to the corner. Smith, another three-pointer, no good, but a travel was called in the act of shooting. Under 2 to go here in this first quarter, tied at 6-6. As the inbound goes to Kahn, it's tipped up by Smith and stolen. Wettstein gonna get it to Earhart. Now Hinthorn. Earhart guarded up close here by Scheuer as they'll find Smith, who can't get it to go at the rim. Rebound goes here to Kahn, who tries to get a pass off. It's stolen by Wettstein, whose shot is no good, but a foul. Gonna come here against Bagnell, as the Titans have done very well in terms of pressing Leroy at the moment. And now Lily Wettstein, the freshman, at the line. First free throw is good. And that puts Lily Wettstein into the box score to open her scoring here tonight as Emma Bagnell makes her way to the bench. As Wettstein hits that second free throw, as Underhill checked in once again here for the Panthers, and here she is. Pull-up three-pointer, and it's no good. Rebound goes here to Annie Kahn. Sadie Owens with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Wettstein, who will spin away from a Leroy defender. Screen set by Earhart as Wettstein looks to take it all the way. It's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Titans as they will have it right under the Panthers' basket. Just over a minute to go here in this first quarter. Earhart looking to take it all the way as we're going to have a blocking foul called as Earhart was driving in, and that will be the 5th team foul of the quarter here for the Panthers, meaning the Titans will be shooting 2. And we'll be seeing Parker Mann come into the game here in just a few moments, and Nikel Cummings will be coming in for EPG as well. As that substitution will be made now, as Parker Mann came in place of Lauren Stupfert, and Nikel Cummings in for Kathleen Yeager. First free throw by Miley Earhart is up and good, making it a 6-9 ball game. Second free throw is good also. Earhart now up to 5 points here in this first quarter as the inbound was tipped out of bounds by Abrielle Smith. And it will stay with the Panthers for the time being. Kendall Spratt inbounds it. She's going to get it to Underhill. Spratt, a minute to go as that ball tipped by Smith yet again. Underhill retains it though. Kahn to Mann. Ball is knocked loose, picked up in the corner here by Spratt. and she trips over herself, but a foul going to be called here against the Titans, which will be their 5th team foul. 2 free throws coming up in just a few moments, as that foul called against Lily Wetstein, her 2nd, and Emily Betts will be coming in just a few moments for the Titans. First free throw is good, and in comes Betts. The last time she played basketball was her freshman year. Didn't play her sophomore and junior years. As Spratt makes both free throws, Titans by 2, 10-8, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hinthorn will get it to Earhart. Looking around, and that ball tipped on the pass back up top, but retained here by Betts. Her first action in this game. We'll get it here to Hinthorn. Smith was thinking about a 3-pointer, doesn't take it, takes a dribble, and it will end up being a travel, which leaves 25 seconds on the clock for Leroy to try and tie this game at 10 apiece. Inbound by Spratt is going to find Underhill. Kahn to Owens, inside to Mann. Good ball movement here by the Panthers, as here's a contested shot by Spratt, which is no good. And now here comes Earhart to Emily Betts. 5 seconds. Nikel Cummings takes a 3. It's good! Nikel Cummings, as the clock will run out here in this first quarter, as the EPG Titans lead 13-8 with that 3-pointer going up and in by Nikel Cummings. As we will take a short break here on Ben Webster Sports. Lady Titans leading 13-8 at the end of 1. Back here from Centennial Gym for the start of the second quarter, in which the Leroy Panthers, who trail by 5, will get this game going again. Annie Kahn going to get it to Kendall Spratt, as we have a newcomer into this game, and it is Natalie Loy once again. As we're going to have a travel called here, as the ball was worked into the opposite corner there for Adrian Underhill. And it's yet another turnover. That's been a bit of a theme so far in this game, is turnovers. Both teams with a fair share of them early, as that's one of them for the Titans right there. It was stolen by Parker Mann, and now Natalie Loy bringing it up. And now she's going to travel, and another turnover. 3 turnovers on 3 total offensive possessions for both teams here in this second quarter, and we just barely eclipsed 30 seconds. Sophie Hinthorn dribbling around. Going to find Nikel Cummings, who made a 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter, as Cummings' pass is going to be knocked loose. Picked back up here by Hinthorn. Abrielle Smith doesn't take the 3. Nice find in the corner for Sophie Hinthorn, which is off. And it's picked back up here by Nikel Cummings. Bit of a scramble there in the corner, and a jump ball called, in which the Titans will keep possession of it. Hinthorn to inbound, and it's lofted high, and Emily Betts gets the ball. Dribbling around is Betts. Nice find to Abrielle Smith, who puts it up and in for 2. And the Lady Titans with their largest lead so far with 7, 15-8 as they keep up this press. Kahn gets it forward. And the layup is no good there by Mann. Rebounded by Loy, but it's stolen by Hinthorn. And her speed is quite something as she takes it to the rim, but a carry will be called. And now the Panthers will have it back. And we're going to have a foul just after the inbound, which will be called here against Sophie Hinthorn. First team foul of the quarter for the Titans. Second personal for Hinthorn. As back to the action is Loy. Skips it forward for Underhill. Almost stolen. Loy driving inside. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Mann. And that one is up and through. Hinthorn bringing it up here for EPG. They lead by 5. And Abrielle Smith called for another travel. She had a couple of them called against her in that first quarter. And she'll be called for one here early in the second quarter as Lily Wetstein comes into the game here for Sophie Hinthorn. Spratt going to get it here to Kahn. Kendall Spratt to the corner for Natalie Loy. Driving inside, and the layup is no good. And that ball tipped out of bounds by Betts on the way back down. And the Panthers will have it on the baseline again. Inbound goes straight into Annie Kahn, and that one is well off. And now here comes Emily Betts, who has it taken away from her here by Adrienne Underhill. And here comes Leroy. Kahn gets it to Underhill, and we're going to have a foul called against Nicole Cummings as Underhill was driving in. As Michaela Harms will check in for Emily Betts here. 2.5 gone here in this second quarter. Titans leading 15-10. Inbound comes here to Loy here for the Panthers. Spratt and contested 3, no good. Rebound by Miley Earhart, who has had her fair share of rebounds so far here this afternoon. Abrielle Smith's pass is tipped up, and it's stolen away here by Loy. Skipped forward for Underhill, and it's tipped out of bounds by her. And it's another turnover here for the Panthers, as Emma Bagnell will check back in here in place of Natalie Loy, as that ball sailed out of bounds. Lily Wetstein finds Miley Earhart, and now here comes Wetstein. Wetstein dribbling around up top, looking for options. She's going to get it to Abrielle Smith. 3-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound goes to Kendall Spratt. And now they'll bring it forward. Now Leroy will bring it forward again, as here's a 3-pointer by Annie Kahn, which is good. And the Titans lead down to 2, as here comes Lily Wetstein bringing it up again. Nicole Cummings driving in, lost it, and it's another turnover for the Titans, as Sophie Hinthorn doesn't spend long on the bench as she's back in place of Cummings. And now we're going to get a new sub here for the Panthers, as Annie Kahn will make way here for Sophia Trenkel. Titans continuing to press, which was very effective in that first quarter, as it's knocked loose there from Mann, and it's taken away here, and Wetstein can bring it up again here for the Titans. Driving in, Wetstein, and her pass back to Smith is taken away by Underhill. And now here comes Kendall Spratt, trying to bring it up, picks up her dribble. And now she'll find Bagnell, and her pass is going to be stolen by Sophie Hinthorn, who will bring it back the other way. Some more substitutions coming here in just a few moments. Wetstein to Hinthorn. Smith in the corner. Inside to Earhart. Nice find to Michaela Harms, who goes up and under and can't finish at the rim, but she grabs her own miss. And a double dribble is going to be called. And now some subs will come in here for Leroy, as Loy Kahn and Scheuer will check in place of Mann, Trenkel, and Bagnell. As good pass there for Natalie Loy. Wide open in the corner is Underhill for three. No good. That would have given the Panthers the lead. 15-13, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half. Hinthorn going to get it to Lily Wetstein. Wetstein puts it up. No good. And we've had quite a bit of a scoring drought here in Centennial Gym as a jump ball called underneath. Possession arrow pointed the way of the Panthers. As Sadie Owens going to check back in here in place of Adrienne Underhill. Annie Kahn gets it off the inbound. Nice pass forward here, and here's Kahn again. Stops it around the volleyball line. Dishes it to Owens. Loy to Owens. Now to Kahn. Kahn looking around. And she'll find Kendall Spratt. Right back here to Kahn. Three-pointer is up and no good. Rebound here by Loy. Loy finds Spratt again, and the jumper is good to tie the game at 15. 2.5 to go here in this first half, as here's Hinthorn advancing it. Smith dishes it to Harms, floaters up, and it's no good. Rebound by Harms. She'll get it to Wetstein, mid-range jumper. It will not find its way in. Took plenty of bounces off the rim, and Loy tipped it out of bounds. And the Titans will have it on the baseline as Sloan Gentis will come into the game for the first time here this afternoon. And they'll get it to Gentis. Three-pointer on its way right away, no good. And Gentis getting right in there for a scrum for the ball. And Abrielle Smith had it tipped right to her. Hand off there to Hinthorn. Smith, Gentis. Puts up the floater, no good. Turns out to be a nice setup for Michaela Harms to put it in at the rack. Under 2 to go now here in this first half. As that pass forward there is stolen by Wetstein. Hinthorn gonna get it to Gentis. Wetstein, Hinthorn, Gentis. Had the option to shoot the three, didn't. They work it to the corner for Smith, and her pass inside is stolen back by the Panthers. And Kahn advances it forward here to Loy. Back outside here for Annie Kahn. Kendall Spratt three-pointer air ball, and it will just roll out of bounds. 1:15 to go. 17-15 lead for the EPG Lady Titans. As a couple subs coming in here for the Leroy Lady Panthers, and a timeout called here by Sarah Webster's Lady Titans. As we will take a short break here on Ben Webster Sports. EPG leading 17-15 toward the end of the first half. Back here from Centennial Gym as they inbound it right to Sophie Hinthorn, who advances it and will be fouled. She was trying to work her way inside the top of the arc, and that foul. There's the first team foul of the quarter here for Leroy, and it will go against Sadie Owens, her second personal. Hinthorn speeding around this defense. Nice pass to Lily Wetstein, who misses it at the rim. She's had a fair few of those good chances in this first half. But now here comes Annie Kahn back the other way here for the Leroy Panthers, and she loses it, and it will be an over and back violation. As turnovers has definitely been a key to this first half. As another sub coming in here for Leroy, as Emma Bagnell will come in here in place of Molly Scheuer. And a bit of a personnel confusion in terms of personnel, and a timeout having to be taken here by Chris Hauser, as we'll take another short break here from Centennial Gym. So back from that 30-second timeout, which Sophie Hinthorn gets it, and her speed, she's definitely utilized that here in this first half. Sloan Gentis to Abrielle Smith. Inside here to Miley Earhart. Trying to go up with it, and a jump ball going to be called. Possession arrow pointed the way of EPG. So the clock stops with 33.2 seconds to go here in this second quarter. 17-15 lead for the EPG Lady Titans. Inbound goes in here to Miley Earhart, floats it up, and it's no good at the rim. Kendall Spratt pulls in the miss. She was surrounded by 3 Lady Titans, but she manages to get it forward here to Parker Mann. Now Scheuer, Kahn to Scheuer, skips it forward. Parker Mann puts it up, and she is fouled, with the clock stopping with 12 seconds to go here in this first half, and that foul going to be called here against Miley Earhart. Third team foul of the quarter. First personal foul. First free throw is good there by Parker Mann, just about. Her tally is up to 5 here in this game. How about the second free throw to tie it? Doesn't do so. Rebound goes here to Gentis. Earhart with 7 seconds. 5 seconds now. Earhart is going to have to put something up. Wetstein does, and she can't quite get it to fall. And that will do it for the first half. The Leroy Lady Panthers, despite beating down the Lady Titans earlier in the year, trail here in Centennial Gym 17-16 at the half, as the winner of this first round matchup does take on the Tri-Valley Lady Vikings in the next round at Eureka College, as it is the Lady Titans not quite playing a host role, but playing in their home school, is leading the Panthers by just a point, and we'll be back with some halftime statistics and analysis here in just a few moments. So we welcome you back here to the Centennial Gym, as it's the EPG Lady Titans who's on the guest side of the scoreboard, as they lead 17-16 here at the end of this first half. We'll go over here some halftime statistics. Sophie Hinthorn with just a point in that first half, but she has been all around the court so far, using her speed to the best of her ability. In fact, she scored the first point of the entire game, and that is the only point she has so far. Michaela Harms with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Miley Earhart the leading scorer for the Lady Titans with 5 points and 2 rebounds. Abrielle Smith with just 2 points, no rebounds for her. Lily Wetstein with 2 points, although she could have had many more with the amount of shots she took in that first half. 2 rebounds to her name as well. Emily Betts with no points, but she does have a rebound. And Nikel Cummings with 3 points as she knocked down a three-pointer at the end of that first quarter. And she has 2 rebounds as well. Meanwhile, for the trailing team on the scoreboard, the Leroy Panthers, Sadie Owens has 3 points off the bench. Kendall Spratt with 4. Annie Kahn with 3. Adrienne Underhill with just a free throw with 1 point. And Parker Mann, the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers, with just 5 points. And so some keys that we have seen throughout this game is that there have been many turnovers on both sides of the basketball, meaning a lot of empty possessions, in which has very much kept the scoreboard very low scoring so far here in this game. And which leads me to my second point, which was a key from that first half. A lot of missed shots inside, as Lily Wetstein being a main example of that. She had many chances inside to not only up the Titans scoring, but her scoring as well, but she had quite a few missed opportunities inside. And she's not the only one to do that. Miley Earhart had a few chances as well. All the Lady Titans have had at least a couple chances inside at some point in this game. And it goes for the Leroy Panthers as well, except it's been coming from the outside. They have shot a lot of deep jump shots so far here in this first half and haven't really utilized their inside game as much as they would have liked, but yet they only find themselves down by a point in this game. And something that not really anything to keep an eye out for in terms of foul trouble, as the highest foul count somebody has in this game is only 2, and there are multiple players in which have 2 fouls on both teams. And so that is the halftime analysis, in which it promises to be a good second half here from Centennial Gym here at El Paso Gridley High School, as we will take yet another short break, and we will see you back here for the second half. And again, the Lady Titans are on the guest side of the scoreboard. They lead 17-16 at the half. We'll see you back in just a few minutes. And we welcome you back here to the Centennial Gym here at El Paso Gridley High School as we're just about to enter into the third quarter of action here in this first round of the 113th McLean County Tournament. On the girls bracket, the winner of this game heads to Eureka College on Martin Luther King Day to take on Tri-Valley. The loser of this game will play in the consolation bracket, as we'll have more details for you later in this game. But both teams making their ways out of the huddle as we're about to start this second half here from Centennial Gym, as this promises to be a very entertaining second half. As the Leroy Panthers will start out with the basketball to start this second half. Annie Kahn is going to find Adrienne Underhill. Now Kendall Spratt. Nice zip over to Spratt. Pull-up jumper is no good, and it is going to be brought in here by Sophie Hinthorn, who will bring it back the other way. And the loser of this game will play the loser of Fieldcrest and Flanagan. And the home venue of that will depend on the seeding, as Lily Wetstein grabs the offensive rebound and she misses yet another good chance at the rim. And now the Panthers have it yet again, just getting started here in this third quarter. Panthers trailing by just a point. Any bucket on this possession will erase the deficit altogether. Kahn up top, gets it to Underhill. Back to Kahn, was thinking about taking the three, doesn't. Gets it to Spratt, nice find inside, but Underhill drops it as she was receiving the pass, and the Titans take it away yet again. Hinthorn to Earhart inside. She puts it up. Contact in there, but no foul, as Abrielle Smith trying to steal that pass away yet again. Been very active defensively here tonight as she gets a steal there, although her pass is going to be stolen. And then Kendall Spratt falls to the ground, and it's going to be called for a travel. About a minute and a half here in this into this third quarter. The inbound goes straight here to Sophie Hinthorn. Looking around is Hinthorn. We'll find Michaela Harms. Abrielle Smith wide open is Sophie Hinthorn in the corner. Three-pointer is cash by Sophie Hinthorn to put the Titans up by 4. And Loy just chucks it in off the inbound. Now she has it back. She gets it to Kendall Spratt for 3. That's no good. Rebound is going to be hauled in here by Michaela Harms, and the possession arrow pointed the way of the Lady Titans, which their 5 on the floor consists of Miley Earhart, Sophia Hinthorn, Abrielle Smith, Lily Wetstein, and Michaela Harms. The Leroy 5 is Adrienne Underhill, Annie Kahn, Parker Mann, Natalie Loy, and Kendall Spratt, as Sophie Hinthorn. I think the referees missed an over and back violation just a moment ago. Three-pointer there by Miley Earhart was no good. Rebound going there to Parker Mann, as Leroy looking to advance it quickly. Loy stuck in the gray area, being double-teamed, and she just puts it off the leg of Michaela Harms and out for. Will be out of bounds yet again. Kahn inbounds it. Mann puts it up and in to decrease the lead to just 2. This has been a very closely contested game for what we've seen so far, as Sophie Hinthorn dribbling it up, and she's going to be fouled here by Underhill. First foul of the second half. And it'll be her first personal foul. Here comes Miley Earhart as she has it stolen away off of that pass, as Underhill gets it back to Loy, and this will be an air ball as Annie Kahn tried to save it, unsuccessful in doing so, and it will be out of bounds for Titan basketball. Here comes Sophie Hinthorn speeding down the sideline and fouled on her way through by Parker Mann. And we're going to be seeing Lauren Stupfert come in here in just a second. As there's a short stoppage in play here. As they were determining who it was that picked up the foul, when it indeed was Parker Mann, her first personal foul, but she makes her way over to the bench. Lily Wetstein to inbound here from the sideline. Gets it in here to Sophie Hinthorn. Sloan Gentis coming in here in just a few moments, as we're going to get a double dribble as Sophie Hinthorn picked it up and took another dribble on her way through. And now she'll be the one checking out here for Sloan Gentis. Nice find off the inbound there by Loy, as Abrielle Smith knocked it loose. She knocks it loose again, but Annie Kahn picks it back up. Stops, gets it to Loy, and this is blocked inside by Miley Earhart. Very nice block there off the shot there by Stupfert. And now here is Kahn to inbound. And a 5-second violation called here against Annie Kahn. Good job. Good job with the inbound defense there by Sarah Webster's Lady Titans. Gentis is going to get it here to Abrielle Smith. And this is tipped on the way through, but picked up by Lily Wetstein. Michaela Harms turns, and it's no good. Rebounded by Sloan Gentis of the Titans. Gets it out to Miley Earhart, makes her way inside. Contact, but no foul called. And this will be advanced to the other end here for Underhill, who puts it up and in. Miley Earhart was lurking from behind. And a bit of confusion there off the inbound, but Lily Wetstein is able to bring it up. And now a foul on the way through, going to be called here against the Lady Panthers. This will be called here against Adrienne Underhill, her second foul of the game, third team foul of the quarter. As a miscommunication rather off this inbound, as Lily Wetstein wasn't aware that that pass was going to her. Game tied at 20, halfway through this third quarter. As here is Kendall Spratt, who is going to find Annie Kahn. Back to Spratt. Skip pass here for Underhill. Wide open three is off the mark. Didn't even touch rim. Wetstein pulls in the miss. And we'll forward it to Abrielle Smith, who will be called for yet another travel. As Sophie Hinthorn will come back into this game in place of Miley Earhart. And another sub, this time from Leroy, as Sadie Owens checks in here for Adrienne Underhill. Owens, right back into the thick of it, passes it to Kahn. Here is Spratt, wide open on the wing, and the three-pointer is good, and the Panthers have the lead. A 3-point lead for them off the three-pointer by Kendall Spratt. Hinthorn lobs it up here, and here is Lily Wetstein taking it in and putting it up and in for two. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. 23-22 lead here for the Leroy Panthers in this neutral site game here in the McLean County Tournament. Loy pulls up, and it is good. And a travel was, they wanted a travel there, the Titans did, but they don't get one, as the bucket was good there by Natalie Loy. At the other end, Wetstein has it at the top of the key to Abrielle Smith, driving it inside, takes it to the rack, is fouled, and it will be called on the ground. As Sloan Gentis will inbound it on the sideline. On the baseline, rather. Gets it to Smith. Sloan Gentis, as we're going to have an offensive foul called off the ball. And it's going to be called here against Sophie Hinthorn. And a timeout called here by Sarah Webster's lady, by Sarah Webster and the Titans. And we'll be right back shortly as the Titans trailing by 3 on the later stages of this third quarter. The Lady Titans have had many close-up opportunities in this game, and they've not gotten many of them to fall. And as of right now, it's proving costly for them as they trail by 3 here in this first round game of the 113th annual McLean County Tournament, which also doubles up as the HOIC Conference Tournament. As the inbound comes here, and it's Natalie Loy. Get it to Kendall Spratt. As Lauren Stupfert has it, gets it over to Sadie Owens. Spratt, Loy, back out to Spratt. Three-pointer on its way. Good again from Kendall Spratt. And Leroy has their largest lead of the night with 6. 28-22 lead here for Leroy. And we're going to have a foul called in as Sloan Gentis was trying to take it in. Kendall Spratt, after that three-pointer, is on 10 points on the afternoon. As that foul called against Lauren Stupfert was the 5th team foul and her 3rd personal. Which means Sloan Gentis will be shooting free throws as she makes her first one. Cuts the lead to 5, but what about the second? In and out, no good. And the ensuing rebound and pass is almost stolen by Gentis, as it was last touched by a Lady Panther. So the Titans will have possession of it as Stupfert will check out and Parker Mann will check in. And Miley Earhart will come in here for the Lady Titans, and Abrielle Smith will make her way to the bench. Under 2 to go now here in this third quarter. The inbound from Gentis is ripped away by Nikel Cummings, who just checked into the game as well. Here is Cummings. Gets it to Lily Wetstein. Titan 5 on the floor is Earhart, Gentis, Wetstein, Cummings, and Harms. Nikel Cummings, another 3. Made one in the first half. It's no good, but Lily Wetstein picks it up and puts it in to decrease the Panther lead to 3. Now here comes Natalie Loy at the other end. Layup is no good. And the rebound tipped around, picked up by the Panthers, and Annie Kahn misses the entire rim on that three-pointer. And it will bounce out of bounds. And the Lady Titans will have it out of bounds and will bring it forward with Lily Wetstein. 70 seconds left to go here in this third quarter as that pass from Wetstein right through the hands of Cummings and out of bounds. It's another turnover here for the Titans, as that has definitely been a key in this game. Kendall Spratt bringing it up here for the Panthers. Gets it to Kahn. Over to Sadie Owens. Three-pointer is banked in off the glass. And it's now a 6-point lead yet again. Cummings' long-range jumper is good for 2. Nikel Cummings with a couple of long-range baskets in this game. That one a 2-pointer rather than a 3. As the Panthers get it in. As Sloan Gentis going to be called for a foul pretty much right away, right off the inbound. And now Abrielle Smith going to come back into the game, and Nikel Cummings will make her way to the bench. Inbound makes its way to Sadie Owens. Pitched back here for Kendall Spratt. Annie Kahn pumps fakes. Nicole Cummings going to come back in here in just a few moments. Owens, three-pointer on its way, no good. And Kendall Spratt came rushing in and clattered into Miley Earhart. Foul going to be called for that. And 2 free throws on the way here for the EPG. Adrienne Underhill going to check back in here in just a few moments, as Miley Earhart will be shooting 2. First free throw is good, which puts her total tally up to 6 for the afternoon, as Cummings comes in place of Gentis. Second free throw is good, as Kendall Spratt just made her way out of the game as well, and in came Underhill. Here's Annie Kahn. 20 seconds left here in this third quarter, as that pass was tipped by Smith but not stolen, as Lloyd tries to put it up and it's no good, and it will be out of bounds, which gives the Lady Titans 13.7 seconds to try and tie the game going into the fourth quarter. Smith will be the one to bring it up. 9 seconds left. 8. Smith looking around. 5 seconds. Double teamed in the corner. Gets it to Harms inside. Lobs it up. It's no good. Earhart has to put something up, and she can't get one up in time. And the Lady Titans will head into the fourth quarter, trailing 31-29. As the Titans, the guest team on the scoreboard, trailing going into the fourth. Back for what should be an entertaining fourth quarter, as it is 31-29. Leroy Panthers lead as they look to go 2-0 on the season against these Titans, as Annie Kahn right off the bat in this fourth quarter knocks down a long-range triple. Lily Wetstein bringing it back up here for EPG as she has it taken away from her. And this will be tipped out of bounds by Wetstein, as the Pantheresses will have it on the sideline out of bounds. As they get it into Kahn. Kahn looking around, stops. He's going to find Underhill. Back to Kahn. 5-point lead here for the Pantheresses. Spratt going to get it to Kahn. Underhill to Parker Man in the gray area. Back to Underhill, skips it to Spratt. Spratt is going to get it to Kahn. Underhill, nice pass. Kendall Spratt's jumper is no good. Rebound by Michaela Harms. But now here comes Abrielle Smith. Lady Titans trailing by 5 here in this fourth quarter. As here's Smith taking it inside and putting it up and in for 2. And the Lady Titans looking, they've been pressing for the majority of this game. Natalie Loy gonna get it here to Kahn. Underhill, back to Kahn, back to Underhill, and now back to Kahn again. Kahn guarded up close by Smith, gets it to Spratt, nice find to Underhill. Back up top to Kahn. man. And we're going to get a travel in that sequence. And the Lady Titans will get it back. Sophie Hinthorn going to check in place of Lily Wetstein. As the Lady Titans wearing their black jerseys has a chance to tie it up, but that chance has been wasted. As now here comes Underhill, who can put it up and in. 36-31. Now the score, 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Winner goes to play Tri-Valley at Eureka College on Monday, as Abrielle Smith takes it inside and is fouled, and she will be shooting 2. Foul called against Parker Mann, her second. First team foul of the fourth quarter for EPG, or Leroy rather, as Smith misses the first one. This to make it a 4-point game. And that's good this time. 36-32 now the score. Early in this fourth quarter, still time left. But as it stands, Leroy will be going to Eureka College to take on Tri-Valley. Spratt gets it over to Underhill. Kahn. Underhill. Back to Kahn. Mann at the free throw line puts it up. No good. Rebound by Natalie Loy, who puts it back up and is fouled. And she will be shooting 2 free throws. As this foul against the Lady Titans is called against Miley Earhart, her second. As the first free throw is no good, which keeps it at a 4-point game for the moment. Second free throw is no good also, as Nikel Cummings draws in the miss. Abrielle Smith bringing it up. Looking to make it a 1-possession game here on this possession. Hinthorn dribbling around, as a blocking foul will be called out on the perimeter. As this foul going to be called here against Annie Kahn, her first personal, second team foul for the Panthers. Hinthorn going to get it into Earhart. Earhart driving it in, puts it up, no good. Michaela Harms gets it, and she puts it up and in, and the lead for the Panthers is now down to 2. 5 minutes remaining. As Sophie Hinthorn tries to knock it loose, but she gets it to Underhill. And now here's Spratt with a 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound goes here to Underhill. Double teamed in the corner. Gets it up to Annie Kahn. Kahn gets it to Loy. Underhill, wide open 3. No good. Rebound by Spratt. That's no good. Rebound by Harms, and that pass tipped out of bounds. And the Lady Titans have it on the baseline. As Hinthorn will inbound it and get it to Smith. Now back to Hinthorn, who brings it up. And we'll try to speed around this defense. And another foul going to be called here. This time it's against Underhill of the Pantheresses. Third foul against Underhill, and that pass is stolen by Spratt off the inbound, who takes it to the rack and scores. 4-point game, timeout called by Leroy. 4:24 remaining in this game, and that could be a big bucket there by the Panthers as they lead 38-34. Final minutes here of this game between the Lady Panthers of Leroy and the Lady Titans of El Paso Gridley, as it's the guest side of the scoreboard, the Titans, who trail on one of their home floors by just 4 points, as that pass by Sophie Hinthorn is stolen, and then that pass is stolen, and now here they come back the other way. This is going to be almost stolen, as we're going to have a jump ball be called. Possession arrow pointed the way of EPG, so they will have it. 4:07 left here in this game. Nice pass over to find Wettstein, who takes it in, floats it up, airballs it. Rebound by Natalie Loy, who's double-teamed inside, as she loses it, ripped away by Michaela Harms, and it's another jump ball. But this time the Panthers have possession of it, as the possession arrow was pointing their way. As here comes that press again here by the Titans. Loy. Spratt back to Loy. Knocked loose. And it will find Underhill. Kahn over to Sadie Owens. As this pass finds Kendall Spratt. Back to Owens. Three-pointer on its way. No good. Rebound by Michaela Harms. And now here comes Sophie Hinthorn. Will find Abrielle Smith. Miley Earhart. Hinthorn. Wettstein going to find Hinthorn. Back to Harms. Earhart going to find Smith. Smith puts it up, and it's no good, but a foul, as Abrielle Smith will be shooting 2 big free throws coming up in just a moment. As that foul against the Panthers will go against Kendall Spratt, her second foul, 4th team foul for the Panthers. First free throw is no good by Smith. Just one make can make this a one-possession game, however. This one is good. 38-35 lead for the Lady Panthers, as that pass by Kendall Spratt will go out of bounds, and it's a turnover yet again for Leroy. Plenty of those for both teams in this game, as the Titans will look to tie it up here on this possession. Earhart to Smith. 3 on its way. That would have tied it. It's no good, but it's tipped out of bounds by Annie Kahn of Leroy, so EPG will have it on the baseline under the Panthers basket. Hinthorn going to find Earhart. She goes up and she's fouled. So Miley Earhart will shoot 2 here, with a chance to make the deficit as low as 1. 2 big free throws coming up here. Under 3 to go in this game. First is good. 2-point game. 2:56 remaining. 38-36 lead for the Panthers. As the second one is good. 1-point game. Under 3 minutes to go. Inbound goes here to Sadie Owens. Spratt. This is going to be tipped out of bounds by Michaela Harms, and that is viewed as a little bit controversial here by the Titan fans. Annie Kahn off the inbound, wide open for 3. No good, and Michaela Harms pulls in her 9th rebound of the game. Abrielle Smith brings it up. Chance to take the lead on this possession for EPG. She's going to try and take it all the way, and a lot of contact on the way up. No foul, but Michaela Harms got right in there on the loose ball, and a jump ball is going to be called. And now the Titans will have it on the baseline. Hinthorn gets it to Wettstein. Jumper is a little long, no good. Michaela Harms with her 10th rebound. As she tries to pass it, it is taken away by Underhill, who is clattered into by a couple of Titans there, but they'll call Michaela Harms for the foul. Her 3rd personal, 2nd team foul for EPG in this quarter. 2:25 to go in this game. Panthers trying to bring it up with Kahn. Gonna get it to Underhill. Kahn, Owens. Loy to Owens. Just over 2 minutes to go now. Kendall Spratt tries to skip it. It's tipped, and it's going to be stolen by Wettstein. And now here comes Abrielle Smith. Going to get it to Miley Earhart. Three-pointer on its way. In and out. Rebound by Michaela Harms, and she's fouled on the way up. And a chance to take the lead here for EPG. Third foul there against Natalie Loy. First free throw no good by Harms, but she can still tie it with a good made free throw here as Kendall Spratt will make her way over to the bench. She is on 12 points in this game as Parker Mann checks back in. Second free throw is good, finds its way in, and we're tied at 38. A minute 54 to go. And counting now. Owens gets it forward to Kahn. Back to Owens, three-pointer on its way. Good! Sadie Owens from downtown. She has 9 points now in this game, and easily the three biggest points of the game. Smith tries to get it inside. It's tipped away by Loy and stolen. Natalie Loy puts it up. It is no good, and a jump ball on the way back down, but the possession arrow pointed the way of the Panthers. Timeout is going to be called here by Sarah Webster and the Lady Titans. A minute 25 to go here in this game as EPG trails 41-38. This is going to be a good finish here on Ben Webster Sports. On a day where the spotlight is being shared with the NFL divisional round, in which the Kansas City Chiefs do lead 13-12 right now against the Houston Texans in Kansas City. The focus is on this one between the Leroy Panthers and the EPG Titans in this girls basketball first round matchup of the McLean County tournament as Natalie Loy puts up the jumper, no good. She hauls in the offensive rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Lily Wettstein. 70 seconds to go. 41-38. Chance to tie it with a three-pointer or an and one. Miley Earhart's pass is too high and out of bounds. And that could be a costly turnover late. And so now, here come the Panthers trying to see this one out here in the first round. Owens, three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped, brought in by Parker Mann. Back out to Kahn. And this time, Sadie Owens will just back it out. Kahn was looking for a three. Underhill, double team in the corner. And here's Underhill, gonna get this to Kahn. Owens. And now a foul going to be called. 31.6 seconds to go. Brilliant job chewing the clock there by the Leroy Panthers, as they're just over 30 seconds away from going to face Tri-Valley on Monday. And that one is tipped out of bounds by Abrielle Smith. Off the inbound. Doesn't really amount to anything. as Leroy still has the basketball. Loy inbound to inbound. Titans still have a couple fouls to give, and they will call a foul here. Abrielle Smith going to be called for it this time. Timeout going to be called here by Chris Hauser, as we'll have a bit of a stat update here for you on Ben Webster Sports. Sophie Hinthorn with 4 points and a rebound for EPG. Michaela Harms with 7 points, 10 rebounds. Miley Earhart, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Abrielle Smith, 6 points, no rebounds. Lily Wetstein, 6 and 6. Emily Bett, 0 points, 1 rebound. Nicole Cummings, 5 points, 3 rebounds. And Sloan Gentis with just a point. Meanwhile, for the Leroy Panthers, Sadie Owens has 9, including what may be the game-winning 3 at the moment. She has 9 points. Kendall Spratt with 12. Annie Kahn with 6, Adrienne Underhill with 5, Natalie Loy with 2, and Parker Mann with 7. Leroy has possession of the basketball as the Titans have a foul to give before they send Leroy to the free throw line to put them under pressure free throws. And that is what the game of basketball has to come down to so many times. Just simple free throws. As Loy will just have to get this one in here to Underhill. And now back to Loy, and I believe that will be Sophie Hinthorn's 5th foul. And she'll be coming out of the game, and Sloan Gentis will be taking her place. So Natalie Loy will be shooting 2 free throws, as Sophie Hinthorn will make her way out of the game now. .8 seconds to go. These free throws are huge. First is good. Makes it a 4-point game, 42-38. Second free throw is good. Offensive rebound by Loy. Puts it in, plus the foul. And that could just about see it out, as that foul called against Abrielle Smith, as it was banked up and in by Natalie Loy, as the and one free throw is good. Kendall Spratt checks in for Parker Mann, and it's now a 7-point game instead of 4. Have to get something here if you're EPG. 16 seconds. Lily Wetstein has to put up a floater. It's no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Titans, but it doesn't look like there's enough time left to successfully make a 7-point comeback. Abrielle Smith, Earhart has to put it up. She is fouled. 7.7 seconds to go. And it's a 7-point game, and Miley Earhart will be shooting 3 free throws here. She has a chance to make this as low as a 4-point deficit with these 3 free throws right here. First one is good. 2 more to go. Earhart has 10 points now in this game, the first to do so for EPG. Second is good. Makes it a 6-point game. And now there are many ways you can go about this third free throw. You could go by intentionally missing it, but Earhart just goes the route of making all 3 of them. 4-point game, as Wetstein will be called for a foul pretty much right from the inbound. As now Leroy will be shooting 2 more free throws, as realistically this game is won by Leroy already, as this first free throw made by Kendall Spratt. Up to 13 points. Game's leading scorer. She misses the second one. Rebound by Miley Earhart. 5 seconds to go. Michaela Harms with 2 seconds. 1 second. Earhart puts it up, and it's blocked, and that'll do it. The Leroy Lady Panthers takes the victory in the first round of the McLean County Tournament and will head to Eureka College on Monday to take on the Tri-Valley Lady Vikings. And meanwhile, for the El Paso Gridley Titans, whoever they face will be determined by this next game, which will be between the Fieldcrest Lady Knights and the Flanagan Cornell Lady Falcons. And the loser of that game will be taking on EPG, and the venue of which that is played at will be the higher seed. So if Fieldcrest is to lose, then the game will be played in Minonk. But if the Falcons of Flanagan Cornell are to lose this next game, the game against the El Paso Gridley Titans will be back here at El Paso Gridley High School, but most likely in the Titan Center next time. As we'll head through some final stats here for you from this game, and then we will call it a night here for Ben Webster Sports. Sophie Hinthorn ended the game for the Lady Titans with 4 points and a rebound. Michaela Harms with an impressive outing on the glass with 10 rebounds and 7 points. Miley Earhart, the leading scorer for the EPG, ended with 12 and 3. Abrielle Smith with 6 points, no rebounds. Lily Wetstein with 6 points and 6 rebounds. Emily Betts with no points, but she did get a rebound. Nicole Cummings with 5 points and 3 rebounds, and Sloan Gentis with just a point. Meanwhile, for the victors, the Leroy Panthers, Sadie Owens ends with 9, Kendall Spratt with 13, Annie Kahn with 6, Adrian Underhill with 5, Natalie Loy with 6, and Parker Mann with 7. It was an ugly game here for the Leroy Lady Panthers, but they managed to get it done in the end with a game with many turnovers, many missed opportunities, and a fair bit of controversial calls along the way. All leads to a Leroy win. They face Tri-Valley on Monday. EPG's fate hangs in the balance in the McLean County tournament. And with that, we will say so long here from El Paso Gridley High School. My name is Ben Webster, and you were watching El Paso Gridley girls basketball on Ben Webster Sports. We will see you all next time.